When you pressure yourself, where does that lead to?
A sensation of wanting to implode.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what pressure does. Mount St. Helens. Mm-hmm. You don't need it. It doesn't help you be a better self.
No.
Okay. And I suggest to people that it's just a bad habit.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a habit and
Yeah. And you learn that habit at some point. You can learn it's a different habit. That's the beauty of brain science. We're capable of learning our entire lifespan. So when you learn something, if it's working for you, great, you continue it. But if it's not working well at some point, you just learn something new.
yeah. Well, and it's interesting. It's like getting permission and then giving yourself permission to not
Hmm.
put yourself under pressure to heal faster or to speed things up.
Do you know what happens when you put yourself under pressure to speed things up and heal faster?
The experiences, compression.
Yeah, you create great discomfort and you slow down the process. So if you want to slow it down, put yourself under a lot of pressure to speed it up.
A great reminder. It's such a
That's
great
right.
reminder. Experiencing that, and it's funny, it shows up. The pressure isn't for the healing, it's for everything else. And that's where it's showing up. It's like the pressure, I must be doing this. I'm putting a stack of to-dos on top of the to-do.
Remember what you told yourself earlier, and that is all of that is putting more and more and more there so that you don't stop and take the time and grieve. That if you actually stopped and took the time, what you would be doing is grieving, releasing, moving yourself into that loving space, gentle, kind.
I'm feeling it now.
Mhm. There's a saying the only way of getting there is through, going through it, not avoiding it. I believe I mentioned before that I dealt with a client one time who, once we got to the bottom of it,
Yeah.
the issue that they had that was just totally disrupting their life in when I was working with them happened through unresolved grief 10 years earlier. So they had a an event occur. They shoved the grief down.
Yeah.
They did not, yep, they didn't do it. And 10 years later, they came to me because physically their health was horrible. They emotionally were anxious and depressed. And when we got to the bottom of it, I hypnotized them, got to the bottom of what was going on. That's when they told me that 10 years earlier they had this loss and they had avoided it for 10 years.
Yeah, and I think what's going on now is the loss from 40 something years ago
You're
when the
correct.
original loss of,
Mhm.
mom not being there.
Exactly. So that was the sensitizer. All of that was still there. And this is the opportunity to let it go, to heal it.
Yeah, I'd love to feel that. Like,
Exactly.
and when do you know you're on the other side?
Okay. So what you do is you enjoy the journey. You don't try to rush getting to the other side.
Yeah.
You enjoy each step on the journey. And then one day you realize you're looking at it, to play to my camera here, you're looking at
Mm.
it from the other side.
Uh,
But it's because you did each step along the way that you get there. And then you're looking back and realizing, oh, I'm on the other side now.
Yeah.
That's how it happens.
And so then you'll know. It's not
Then
wanting,
you'll
it's not,
know.
and letting go. It's like letting go of the wanting to get to the other side, or how long is
Yes,
it going to take?
yes,
It's that
yes,
surrender. Yeah.
exactly. So if you were first to heal the 40 years ago, and that you were at that time, and the feelings and
Mm,
the loss and the uncertainty,
yeah.
how would you connect with that younger you? How
Mm,
could you right now bring her to you?
yeah.
Close your eye and allow yourself to connect with her. She's alive and well. And just put your arms around her and hold her.
Mm,
Again, let me say she's alive and well. She's been waiting for you. She had hopes and dreams, things she wanted, things she needed that weren't being provided because mom wasn't there. I want you to explain to her who you are, that you are she, only some years in the future,
mm,
and that you've come back to be with her now to help her through this difficult time. And then begin to tell her how much you value her, how you love her, how dear she is to you. What an awesome girl she is.
mm,
That all of this is happening not because of anything she did, it's not her fault, but because of how life is sometimes. And sharing with her what a very strong little girl she is. How awesome.
yeah.
Because she got through this.
Yeah.
There were times she didn't think she was going to it. She got through it. Damn. Telling her how very amazed and impressed you are with her strength and her creativity, the different ways that she created in order to get through this. And that you're so pleased to be with her now.
Mm,
And then allow her to talk.
mhm,
Invite her to tell you whatever she'd like to. You're here and listening. If she ever thought there was no one to listen, you're here and listening.
mm,
What does she say?
mm. So it's like, I'm glad you're here now. That
Exactly.
you get me, not everyone else, you know.
Well, and that's true. Other people guess about us.
Right. I love
E-
that.
yeah,
Other
even
people
when they're
guess.
being as responsive as they can be, they're
Mm-hmm.
not us. They can get themselves, but
Yeah.
they kind of guess about us. But you get her
Mm,
because you're she only some years in the future. So you know those dreams and those aspirations that she
mhm,
has, and you can help her to realize them.
mm,
What would she really like?
mhm.
Just ask her. She'll tell you. Keep your mind open and receptive.
Yeah, like,
She could have whatever she wanted. What does she want? In addition to you being here, of course. What does
mm,
she want?
like to go shopping for clothes.
Excellent.
Go shopping for clothes and
Excellent.
to
So,
yeah.
so can the two of you arrange a shopping trip?
Mhm.
Would she be willing to come back to 2026 with you in
Yeah.
order to go on a shopping trip? She's got to be with you.
Yes, she can come.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. So imagine that she grows smaller,
Mm,
not younger, just smaller and
mm,
smaller and smaller until she's the perfect size to fit inside of your heart.
mm,
And now taking her into your heart, that she remains here close by for the two of you to come and to go on that shopping trip and to get to know each other better and to be support and love and care for one another.
mm,
And so, with her now in your heart, imagine that you move forward in time from that time being with her. Move forward in time to today, moving right up to this moment and feeling her presence in your heart, feeling that sense of her curiosity and her creativity and her joie de vivre
mhm,
and her spirit of fun and her cuteness, all those things. They're with you now. And if you wish, you can invite her to go sort through mom's stuff.
mhm. Right.
I think she might have fun doing that
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that I like that reflection on that. Yeah.
to be there with you. So, what do you feel? Her inside, what do you feel?
Yeah. Like a sense of companionship just with myself. And that was at a time, uh, let's say I was 11 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel a sense of relief, a sense of safety and compassion and recognizing that these emotions, this grief, the stuff that's coming up is really coming from that little self that's kind of, you know, coming through the adult self.
I think
Um,
it's both.
both, yeah.
Yeah, I think she has hers over here, and
Mm,
you have yours.
yeah.
And now you're able to experience and express them together.
Yeah. To create a bond.
Mhm. Exactly. Exactly. What are you feeling?
I'm still feeling kind of sad.
Well,
But
yes,
there's, I'm feeling it and it's okay. But it's like
exactly.
there's
That
this space of permission. It's okay.
that's it. And it's okay. That is right on. That's what the shoulds weren't allowing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's yes, you're sad. You have this loss. Okay. We didn't remove that,
Yeah.
but without the shoulds trying to cover it up and keep you from just being with it.
Yeah. Right. Seeing the
Hmm.
distinction now of even just the state, it's a
Yes.
state shift.
Yes. And it's your using time. It's how you're using it, not wasting it.
Right. It's interesting also how the texture of time shifts when, you know, going through this experience together
Mm-hmm.
and in the beginning and feeling sort of this rush of time and how time appears to slow down. It's
Yes.
interesting within our beings and how within a state shift, a shift of that.
Yes.
It's a it's a comforting.
Good.
And that
Yes.
the time, it's squeezing, squeezing.
Mm-hmm. Good breath. Yes. Yes. And that just allows that
Mm.
deep relaxation part.
Yeah, I really hope people will see this and
Mhm.
experience it and then join us.
Mhm. Exactly. And get this kind of healing themselves.
Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
just
And
show up
and the
Tuesdays.
message, you don't have to stay stuck in this. There's movement, right?
Yeah, and the consistency is really important, I think,
Yes.
and
Yes.
continue to grow together.
Mhm. It was the question I asked you earlier. Do you recognize that some days you seem to be doing so much better and pretty fine, and then it comes back and hits again really hard?
Yeah,
That's part of how grief works,
right.
right
And
there.
yeah, to keep, yeah, and to know that, and to know that
Mhm.
just even with the deeper releases, with reflecting on the loss of even, because my mother physically passed away, but then the loss of with the divorce, like so many people too have go through,
Mm,
and it's like the grief
exactly.
isn't just related to the physical disappearance of someone, it's
Exactly.
related to the relationship and that, the lifetime or however long that's been
Right.
to process through what needs to come out. I really love
Exactly.
where you said that.
That's why I said it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
An opportunity to heal things from the past or anything that's still unresolved. And therefore, you get the benefit of that as well. Now, you mentioned being safe before.
Mm.
Is there some sense of unsafety that you're aware
Right now, no,
of? Right?
I actually feel safe in my
Good.
body and relaxed and tired, but it's a tired that
Hmm.
is I know can be recovered with some good rest and relaxation. That, before it was like, okay, I know I have another night coming up, but am I going to sleep and worrying about that and then not sleep and then not having that kind of relaxation space. And so now in this time feeling, oh, I'm relaxed now.
Hey.
I'm allowed to take a rest. And even in this time, however long it's been, just
Yes.
feeling a sense of recharging in a soft way.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And there's an element as well of trusting yourself
Yeah.
that your mind and your body knows the right moves and the right timing and the right rhythm for you.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
right, trusting
Hmm.
and trusting the self that is complete already, the self, the higher self, the peace,
Yes.
the energy within me that is the same energy that goes through the trees and makes the sun rise every day. We don't have to question if the sun, the sun sustains the life, that energy is universal.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it can come, it comes to all of us. The sun shines on us all, regardless of
Hmm.
whatever we consider badness or whatever. But it still
And
shines on
maybe
us.
and maybe it's okay not to have to judge.
Yes, thank
Just to
you.
be.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yes, and the sun shines. You're right. Right. And now it shines on you and that younger self inside.
Yeah, as the distinguished part.
Mhm. Exactly. Is
Yeah.
there any part of this that does not feel complete?
I feel complete.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good. My pleasure. Hmm.
Yeah, thank you. I really hopeful to see this grow too. To get the word out
Exactly.
and share this,
Exactly.
that it's valuable.
Thank you. Exactly.